In a way, she was an early feminist in the fact that she and Owen would go off to some of the wine promotional dinners and functions, and on the very odd occasion, Dad would be halfway through a speech and something would come up relating to the family, and he'd say, I've got my beautiful wife Edna with me here who's been behind the scenes in helping run things and been my partner in setting up the business here. And he'd actually throw to her, and unbeknownst to her, so she'd be a little bit thrown back, but she'd then have to stand up and talk. And I think one of the things she said on more than one occasion was the fact that she lived in a very male-orientated house and living with 4 males, and she was, dare I say, the behind-the-scenes lady, but she always really acknowledged the fact that the work that was done and the results of it all were really beneficial to everyone in the whole being. But she was always part of the business, and yeah, she had great input, and she too didn't drink a lot of wine as such, but when she was drinking, or she was also a bit of a go-to as a taste tester to get a bit of feedback on what she thought of the different wines from the different vintages, and she ended up having a very good palate at the end of the day. So, but she had great input, great longevity into the family and the business. Now, I guess in those early days of the 60s, 70s, that being a husband and wife team going into the business, and the whole industry was still very small, and I guess there was a lot of bigger family businesses around at the time, but yeah, just a husband and wife team going into that situation in the late 60s, it was quite unique. She was married down here. She came from Port Augusta originally, but met Dad in Adelaide, and they came down here and settled in Coonawarra, and in the very early days a lot of it was more sheep and cattle and cropping, and really the wines and the vineyards were almost a sideline type work. So she was very much involved, I think, too, in a lot of that early sort of farm work as such, of helping out on the farm and running around, and plus raising 3 kids. So she did a great job of that, obviously. Had a very important role of the whole business.